Disney and Marvel Studios have reportedly set an internal date for the release of Eternals 2. And the film, according to reports, will be coming at us in February of 2027. Okay, so just to cut to the chase in regards to the name, we don't know if it's going to be called Eternals 2, Eternals, Celestials, End of Time, or just simply Celestials, End of Time, which is a registered trademark, and that was supposed to be a sequel for Eternals 2. Again, we know very little, but with recent reports that it's been added to the production slate, now with dates that Disney has going a couple years out that are unknown, that are just like event film, Marvel event film, Marvel event film, Marvel event film 3 or whatever, right? We can start to kind of put the pieces together. And with recent news in regards to Hulk and other projects, it sounds like Eternals 2 is moving forward and that they want this thing out in early 2027. Now, again, how this connects to anything in the bigger picture, we have no idea. It seems like it's just sort of going to be something that they put into production, they get going on it, and as they've teased, Eternals characters will show up in other projects. So how this bounces off of those and what the direction is, what other event films do the Eternals show up in before or after this, is obviously going to have to play a major part in this film. I'm more interested in how do they approach this film from a marketing standpoint, and how do they also approach it from the backlash and the fan perspective, because they have to be very careful here. Again, the film got a lot of views on Disney Plus. It didn't do as good with critics or even fans. The box office was there on par with Shang-Chi, but Shang-Chi did so good in every other regard that got the director in a way better position, obviously directing the Kang Dynasty. This film, it hasn't had as much of an impact, so are they looking to make this possibly on the cheaper end and then recoup a whole lot, or are they committing to this because they're going to reevaluate it and then strike out, with a stellar sequel or something that's way better than the first? A lot of people will argue that this is the Captain America route. Also, they'll argue that this is the Spider-Man route with the MCU as well, even the original and the X-Men, so the sequel can turn things around, which, I would hope for. So, whatever happens, I'm interested. I want to see more of these characters. I rag on this film a lot, but that's part of a bit as well. I don't really hate it. It's just not my favorite. And I think the pacing was a little off, but otherwise, I think it's something I want to see more of. I just hope that they can go more comic book-like. Don't be so drab and on Earth. That makes sense?